This is Chris, and today I'm going to show you how to make a normal, vanilla Minecraft server. So right now, I have the folder where I'm going to put everything in. I just named it YouTube server. I have downloaded the Minecraft server jar file that we will need to use to set up server. I will put a link in the description on where to download this file, so you can find it easy. Now, the first step we need to do is port forward. So to do that, go down to our Windows bar and type in the run bar our command prompt. So you just write in command, it should come up right away. You can hit enter, it'll pop up. Now I'll just make this bigger so you can see it easier. Now once we're on the command prompt, we will have to type in IP config. This will show us our IP information, which we will need to access the port forwarding. For privacy purposes, my IP information won't be shown here, though right under IPv4 address, you'll follow this, where IPv4 address should be right on this line. Just write that down, and we'll use it in the next step. Now, when you have your local IPv4 address, you would type it into your web browser. It should bring up your modem settings then, where you can go to your advanced options and find something much like this, where you can forward your ports. As you can see here, I already have several ports forwarded, but I'll just show an example of how to do so. And just to add, depending on your router or modem, this screen will look different, but all port forwarding is pretty much the same. It should be under some form of advanced settings. Just look for forwarding or port forwarding, it's usually called. And a screen much like this should be around there. So when we are actually editing the port, we would go to the local IP, type in our local IP address, go to the local start port. We would type in our start port as 255.65. That's what Minecraft uses. You type in the end port as the same, 255.65. You don't need the external ports for anything. For the protocol, you would hit both. For the description, I would just write Minecraft so you know what it is. And then for enable, you would want it on. So that would make the port actually go forward. And once this is done, you would just hit apply, submit, or enable, or whatever your router or modem uses. Now that we forwarded the port, we have the next step, actually creating the server. Over here, I would go to folder where I have everything. I would double click on the server, let it run. It will create some files. Here you see we have server, EULA, and logs. We want to click on the EULA file, and we're going to edit it. As you can see here, it says EULA equals false. We want to change this to true. Then just save it. You can exit out. Now, the next step, you just run it again, and it'll create the rest of the files you need for the server, and it will bring up your server console. This is the normal, vanilla Minecraft server console. It'll prepare all the files, make a world for you, a basic one. And when that's done, you can just type in the server command stop, and that'll save the world, turn off the server, Now the next step would be to go to server, this file. You're going to go into it to edit it. It'll bring up something like this. You'll have different setting types like game mode. If you change this to different numbers, it'll change what game type you're in, like creative or the survival or what have you. 0 is automatically survival. That's the default. And you can change difficulty, etc. But for here, we want the server to go online. To do that, we would go down to server IP right here. You would type in your server IP. Now with that written in, you can also change your server message. Just for this, I'll just name it YouTube server. This is just the message of the day. That's what the MOTD stands for. You don't have to change this, by the way. This is just a message to show that the server is made properly. To make sure everything's connected online. All you need is the server IP. Once that's done, save the file, you can exit out of it, and now we can launch the server again. It'll load up your world, prepare the files, and now it is online right now. So you're probably wondering, how do you connect to the server? For that, you need your outgoing IP address. For the outgoing IP address, you'd go to a website much like this, or just type in on Google, outgoing IPv4 address. I will include a link in the description for this website if you want to use it. So the outgoing IP address is right here. It should be a 9-digit number. Minecraft does not use IPv6, so make sure it's an IPv4 outgoing address. Write down that outgoing address. That's the address that you would give to friends or yourself to connect to your server online. Now once that's done, the only thing left to do is to actually go to Minecraft and launch the server. So, go into your launcher, load up the game. Once the game is loaded, instead of single player, you just go down to multiplayer. You can see I already have a different... I already have one of my servers set up here, so it's already there. But when you're doing this, you would hit add server. You'd type in your outgoing address here. So once you type in your server address, you just hit done. Now that you did that, your server should be up and running now. You can connect to it, alright. Other people can connect to it too if you give them the address. Just hit join server, it'll log you in, load up the world, and you'll be in. Now you have a running vanilla Minecraft server. Since I have a few mods, you'll notice the map in the corner. Just ignore that. But yeah, this has been how to make a vanilla Minecraft server. Thanks for watching, guys.